Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. Today is January 9th, but please just take whatever message resonates with you and leave the rest. We're going to be doing feels like the energy is really strong today. So we are going to do a couple of things to begin with. We're going to start with a little bit of the singing bell, and then Celia has a little thing we're going to do today. So we're just going to welcome everyone in today. We're just going to play the bell for a moment and then move on. So welcome. Bring it to you to help clear your heart and your throat chakra as well. So please just accept the energy and ask it to go where it is most needed. Set this over there. Today we are using the Divine Abundance cards. And before we begin with the cards today, Celia has us doing a little practice to bring in. Are you trying to manifest abundance in your life? Are you trying to bring more abundance into you? A great way to bring abundance is to take a crystal. The one we're using it's called the Daffodil Aura. It's very we got it in Sedona, so it's very very sacred for me. So we are using this today. It's always sitting in my office, but today Celia said bring it in here because we're using it. So you take a crystal that's near and dear to you. A lot of times you can use citrine or quartz, but today we're using the Daffodil Aura. It's got a beautiful the angel aura on it with the titanium. It's just a beautiful one. And then take some money, whatever, it can be $1 or whatever, and just take and wrap the money around the crystal because we're sealing that together. And then I'm using one of my bracelets, more crystal energy, because today I got the crystal healing card. So, and then Celia said to do this right before we were coming on. So we gathered all the stuff. So I took the crystal and I wrapped it with the money and I put rose quartz around it because that's coming from my heart. And I love that bracelet. So we're just going to light a little bit of sage. And then Celia is going to give us a little prayer. And we were letting her do it because I have nothing prepared. This is 100% her. So we get the sage going. And then we're going to sage the money and the crystal. And we're going to say, Divine Mother, I clear my money blocks. I wish that you surround me with abundance, for it is my birthright. And call in the Divine Mother because she is the one who helps us manifest and bring everything into the physical. So just make sure you give it a good sage. And then after you sage it, she says, bring it to your heart and feel the energy of the Divine Mother around you. And I thank the Divine Mother for being here and giving me this blessing of abundance. And so it is. And that is all you have to do. And then she said, leave it wrapped up and put it in a space that is very sacred to you and leave it for a few days and let that energy all merge together, the love you have and the desire to release the money blocks. We shall put the sage up there to Continue a little birdie. So not normally something we do at the beginning of our videos, but today Celia says, let's manifest some abundance for everybody. So welcome, and let's manifest some abundance today. We are going to be using the divine abundance cards for the general reading today, and apparently for the viewers as well, because she said bring those today. So those are what we brought. So we hope everyone is having a great day. We are feeling a brand new energy today, a little lighter. Are you ready for some fun and abundance? Because sometimes when we're really blocking ourselves, we really are blocking our abundance. The card that came out is the card of acceptance, which is radical acceptance in the now opens the flow. So that's a beautiful card. And we're going to move on to the next one. The next card is humility. Humility. Allow me, divine, to accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. Because truly, we were really asking the Divine Mother to help with that money block. And then the next card is faith. Miraculous, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is open to me to receive beyond anything I imagine. And the underlying energy is true offering. True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love, which we feel like the beginning of the reading with doing that was definitely an offering to the Divine Mother to step in and be with us today. And we definitely feel she is here. When we were in Sedona, we got some spray. It's called the Miracle Spray. So we spritzed the area before we began. And it's just a beautiful energy that we feel like we're sitting in today. So welcome. Know that all that you seek is ready to come to you now. And you wouldn't want it all to come at once anyway. So are you open to receive it in the way that the divine has for you? So the current energy is the Eight of Cups, which is about walking this path. We are all walking it. And that path is about, that twin flame journey. Dave and I are on that. But you know what? It's also about that masculine, feminine energy within yourself. That is the biggest part of the journey. Until you master that within yourself, it's very hard to work on mastering that with another person. The foundation is the Six of Cups. All the thoughts and beliefs you've had leading up to this very moment right here. Know that you have grown so much wiser and apparently the flow is ready to come in. We're just going to say. The recent past is the Queen of Cups, which is about finding your balance, your stability, meditating, are you getting your energy in alignment? Headspace, the Emperor. Are you thinking about, that masculine energy, the abundance, stability? It's not just a person. Are you ready to bring stability into your life? Are you trying to manifest in a new way? We did this as, an example. There are many ways to manifest money. And you have to trust that source is going to bring you everything you need in the divine right time. And by letting go of the burden and trying to make it happen, it's going to come so much easier. Any kind of relationship you're trying to push forward, no, it's a struggle. If you're efforting, it's not going to make it easier. It's time to let that go and say, you know what, source, if this is meant for me, bring it to me. Let it be easy and trust and have faith that that's happening. The current environment is the Seven of Cups. So that is in this card, it's about he sees what's blocking him. Do you see that? If he picks that bowl up, the flow keeps going. What is blocking you? Are you ready to release it and let it go? Now is a great day today. how other people see you. The Five of Pentacles, do other people see you in lack, that you're not getting all your desires? I see you work hard and work hard and work hard and you just haven't got it. What's going on? You're pushing and pushing. What is causing you to have this struggle? Because really, there is no struggle. Everything happens in the right time. The key is right there. She can let herself out, and you can let yourself out by deciding, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to talk to God. I'm going to say, if this is meant for me, let it be easy, and trust that like everything comes to you as soon as you let go of control. Like those horses are racing at you, and that is how quick change can come. The minute you say, God, I surrender this to you. Please show me the way. Like that is what Celia's been having me and Dave do recently. Really taking that moment to surrender to source. And the outcome is the Nine of Wands, which nines are the end of the cycle. But you see, as she's standing there, she has her boundary, but she's shining her light. She is being the beacon. And right now, it's time for you to be the beacon. As you begin to manifest things, you know what people are going to say? What are you doing? What's going on with you? How did you make this huge change? And it's by really like accepting you aren't in control. Sources. The Queen of Wands is the underlying energy. The Four of Wands, she says that is the 1111 card. The Five of Swords, trying to force that to happen, like efforting. You do not have to effort. Like that energy is coming to you as you find your personal balance, between that Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles. And trust in source to, source, lead my path. What is the next thing for me? Like yesterday, we were about telling everybody about doing self Reiki. Like it is hugely effective on you. Are you doing that? And she said, and the card under that is the Seven of Wands, which is about the boundary. And, under that was the Nine of Cups, which is personal wish fulfillment. Okay. So we get the card of take some time to be, a break is needed, give source some time to work on it. Don't effort. Be in the now. Direct your focus. What do you want? Like today we took a moment and we're working on manifesting abundance. Are you taking the time to work on that? Are you working on your personal happiness? Are you, yesterday we did, she said before we go any further, we did a funny thing today. Well, he might not have thought it was so funny, but Celia's like, take one hand and write love on it. We didn't even know we started. We wrote happy on one hand. And then we told him to give us his other hand, and we wrote love. And we told him these are his two choices. You get to pick happy or you get to pick love. We're picking high vibration things. Don't you want to do that? Like have that thought. You can even write it on your hand yourself. Like we did it in like green highlighter. So it's going to be there for a few days to like show him that like really like you get to pick. Do you want love or do you want, happiness? Like you get to pick. Those are his only two choices right now, love or happiness. When he wants to deal with a situation, do you want to bring love to it or do you want to bring happy to it? Like that's it. That's like, those are the choices we're giving him. And then we get the cycles of the moon, which is releasing and manifesting with the moon. And we are going to be doing a burning on the 11th, 2 days from today, when the new moon is, during our morning reading. We're going to write our paper and read through it a few times during the day. And then in the evening, we're going to do a little burn ceremony outside. So we're inviting everyone to join us for that on the 11th. And we get the card of teacher wisdom. You are a light worker here to share the gifts of your journey, which is absolutely true. And then you get the card of awaken your heart. Allow love to flow through you and to you, which is definitely always important. You have to have that open heart. We started with that singing bell, which is the high heart and throat chakra. So we were working on opening that for you. We did the little burn and talked to Divine Mother, again, using the heart and the throat. And then we get the card underneath of get grounded. Take a walk, soak up the sun, put your feet on the earth. That's still my favorite picture ever. That Sedona, my favorite. That is a picture from where Dave and I got married. So that is the general reading for the day. We're going to clean it up and then we'll get into some questions. We hope everyone is doing well today. Yeah, it feels like today's like So it's like brand new energy, like something has definitely shifted energetically. As with my weather, we started yesterday, we were having some snow, and then today it's all rain and the snow's all gone, which is wonderful. So we hope everyone is doing really well today. Welcome, Kaylin. Welcome, Prashana. Welcome, the Dollface Stever. We hope everyone is doing well today. Um, yeah, we were looking like all across the U.S. like it's some crazy weather up north of us. Like we were right on the edge of the rain snow. So yeah, we didn't even hot tub last night. Dude, like it's windy. We're like, yeah, let's stay in and do something different. So so the Dollface Diva, how are you doing today? Oh, cold there. Oh, okay. We have to ask how cold is cold for you. Because it's funny, here it's like, because it's funny, my daughter just recently moved to Florida in like March 1st. And it's funny, today right now it's 39 and it feels like 32. And it's funny for her now down there when it's 60, she's like, I'm cold. I'm like, well, I take 60 any day. But it's funny when we were in Sedona, it was about 60 and it felt one way. And then when we were in Florida, 60 was still like pretty cold. Like, so it's just kind of crazy that the weather can be so different. And thank you, Dave, for moderating. Yeah, we slept in this morning till like 8 o'clock, like which is like unheard of for us. But we were just oh, we would take 70. I love South Carolina. Or I like well, I guess we went. You know what? Where I got my little singing bowl, we had been in North Carolina and we drove into South Carolina and went and had lunch. And when we were on that is where I got my little singing bowl that I have. Oh, and we know that's in Celsius, so that's definitely a difference from where we are. We are right about the zero for you guys because we're at 32, which is freezing, which is 0 Celsius. So we totally get that energy. So the Dollface Diva, can we get an abundance card for you today? Arpita, welcome. I feel like we oh yeah, we had asked and then we didn't. Yeah. So we are getting an abundance card for you. These the print's a little small, so we get the card of non-duality. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. So, are you shining your light? And we know that you're working on that podcast. And we feel like that is letting your light shine, but also surrendering. And the underlying energy is limitless. You your see yourself open to receive the most miraculous ways the divine can use anything or anyone. So, are you ready for some magic to come in? And she said we might as well just leave them up there because we're going to be using them a lot today. And I have started. We heard, I would like, I surrender into service that also serves me because you have to make sure it's like going both ways. Are you ready? She said, the Ace of Cups. Are you filling your cup up? Because as if you're not filling your cup up, you can't really give to anybody else, and then you get really depleted quickly. So she said that meditation practice, because like I just see that, like they're sitting there meditating. How's your meditation been? We get the Four of Cups, because that's like, right there, source's offering, like, here is the next part of your path. Are you ready for it? Source, right there. Are you ready for the new beginning that's trying to come towards you? You do that by letting go of the past, or by doing this, it's going to help you also heal the past. Are you ready to heal it? We feel like you are ready. Like you are ready. Like you have a contract for this to be the messenger. You're the only one holding yourself back. And as soon as you step into it, Queen of Pentacles. Yay! We are going to invite you. Would you like to come on and do a little live with us? Celia enjoyed yesterday with Beatrice, and she's like, maybe on Mondays we need to invite, somebody on, a co-host. So are you busy next Monday at 10 a.m.? Would you like to join us? So there we go. And then Arpita, we are going to get you next, because we did you were at the end yesterday, we noticed, and then we asked you and you hadn't replied to me, and Miss Beatrice took a break. So Arpita, do you have a question, or do you hi Miss Beatrice? The Dollface Diva, let me know. All you have to, yep, there, Dave's put my email right there to send me an email with your with that you're ready for it, and we will set it up and invite you. So no, that was for the Dollface Diva, Arpita. We were waiting for your do you have a question? We feel like you, oh, just a general, okay. How is the weather where you are? Because somebody's where it's hot, because I just got like hot all over. So who's where there's some nice weather today? And this is for Arpita. And she said that one. You get the card of humility, which came out, and tell me they're not up there anymore. The card of humility. Allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it, which was part of the general. So are you ready to surrender and allow some help in? And you get the card of non-duality. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent in doing both, which also the Dollface Diva had got that card as well. So the non-duality. And then you get the card of divine abundance. Yay! We love that one. You were born to align with love's will. Follow the Tao and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundant and not chase it. So surrender. So you like surrender. And we're just going to use the Rider-Waite for you. Okay. So we're going to start with the Six of Pentacles, which is, do you want reciprocity? Are you, if you have extra, are you sharing? Are you being generous? Or are you holding on to it? Because sometimes if we feel like our funds are limited, sometimes we like hold on to them. And it's saying, you know what? God is always going to provide for you. If you have extra, give extra. Even if that's just time and your focus, like that is very needed, because you get the Ace of Wands. the High Priestess, and the Page of Wands, which makes me feel like you are getting a lot of messages about a new opportunity. Are you ready to accept them? We feel like you're getting them in the middle of the night. Are you getting woken up at night? A lot of times between like 2 and 5 a.m., we start getting, a little, sometimes when Celia has an extra message for us, she'll be like, wake up. Okay. I'm like, okay, I get up and then I'll come back and I go back to sleep and I get woke up again. Get up and meditate and say, what are you trying to tell me? What is the message? And listen, if you do cards, but if I'm not getting what Celia's trying to, give me because I'm not all the way awake, I'm like, okay, and I get my cards out and I see what is the message. But like, if you don't do cards, ask. I hear just ask, like, surrender, source, what are you trying to tell me? My guides, what are you trying to tell me? Throughout the day, if something's giving you any kind of difficulty, be like, source, I surrender to you, show me the way. Like, whatever higher power you believe in is trying to lead you to abundance. The underlying energy is the King of Wands. Are you trying to manifest a part? Are you working on manifesting him? Oh, I do cards for myself every day. Me and Dave both, Beatrice, read our cards every day. We have breakfast and then our coffee and then we do our cards. He's on the way. You have a contract with him. He is part of your path. Truly, the contract card again, 10 of Pentacles. Like, it is coming in. Like, as Arpita, do you know where your North Node is? Do you know where your Chiron is? Your North Node is your mission in this lifetime. In Vedic, I think it's your Ketu and your Ratu. It just totally escaped me. Yeah, like, are you working your mission? Do you have your birth chart? Do you know Chiron? It's what you need to heal. Your North Node, it's your mission in this lifetime. If you're not sure, look at your chart and let us know. But like, Source is wanting you to like surrender into mission, and like, abundance is coming, the King of Pentacles, and then the card of gratitude is underneath there as well. So it looks like that person that you're trying to manifest is definitely a divine connection. Like, somebody that's on your mission, like the King of Wands is like definitely doing his work on the spiritual path currently. So we are gonna Cat Goddess, we know you were here first. We appreciate you because you're always one of the first ones. So we're gonna what do your spirit guides want you to know right now? And we are glad for that. And Arpita, if you're also trying to manifest abundance, watch the first of the video where we did our little manifesting ritual and check that part out. We're going to probably cut it out and upload that as just a separate video. Just because Celia's like, let's manifest, people. She's like, come on, me too. I did it. Me too. Let's manifest it. So Cat Goddess, what do your spirit guides want you to know? Love. Receiving. Faith. And the Jumper. Individuality. So we're going to read all of those. We're going to start with the love card. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only love itself, which source is just love. The card of receiving. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust in my inner guidance. So a good way is in any situation, bring your hand to your heart and say, does this feel like love? If it's not love, it's your ego. It's not source. And and our egos are normally trying to derail us. Just to, The intention of the ego is to keep us safe, but truly it tends to derail us. And then this card is individuality. Every person has their own personalized study plan in this Earth school, which is definitely true. We're all, birds of a feather flock together. We're all similar. We're all on this path. That's why we're all drawn here together. But you have a unique gift that you need to be sharing. And then faith, miraculous, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I could imagine. So, having faith. How's your faith going these days? um, Yes, it's trying to come to you. Like if you bring like love to every situation, and like if somebody's giving you a hard time, you know what you do instead of thinking, okay, I'm going to project that back at them. You know what? Say they just need some love, and know that if anybody is, having a hard time and you see them, all you have to do is put your hand to your heart and say, I send them pink love. You can say it in your head and just be like, I send them some pink love, which is just true, source love. And just like try it for so just like try it for a couple of days and see if people around you don't change the what you're getting back. Because they're gonna, as you project that out, you're gonna receive all that love back. And do you have birds where you are? I mean, most people have birds, but do you have a certain kind of bird around you? Um, like birds are messengers. Do you have a certain, because she's not giving me a card till we talk about the birds. So we're going to talk about the birds for a minute. Cat goddess, do you have a bird around you? Do you get messages? Like I get blue jays and bluebirds. And then Dave's mom recently gave me a little red cardinal, which, always reminds me of my mama because she's not here anymore. So, I mean, she's here, but not here. So something about the birds. Oh, Dave. Dave gets the crows too. Like, ask him, like, and start talking to him. Be like, "Hi, crow. What's your message today?" Because they're like definitely divine messengers. Like, some people think they're a bad thing, but they are definitely not. They are really divine messengers. So, and keep doing that, love, because you're just going to get it back to you. Because there ain't nobody's love like your love we hear. So as you send that out, it's just we feel pure energy. And then you get two majors. You get the chariot and the judgment card. So that moves you forward and helps clear karma, as instead of projecting any kind of energy, you just project love. That clears karma in the future. If somebody's projecting negative energy at you and you mirror it back to them, you're just creating karma. Don't do it. Um, because a new offer of love is coming towards you that you have been waiting for in the physical. Like as soon as you let go of any negative energy and like focus on like I'm meditating, I'm gonna be in that highest vibration I can personally be in. I'm gonna be love. And like today, that's what we're like. So he's like love. And like we're just like, okay, Dave got us the flowers, we're working on abundance. Like she's like high vibration, like we're being in the highest. Are you work? It's like calling you to do that as well. Oh, the owls are trying to give you wisdom. Like they're definitely a sign of wisdom. And she said, we're going to get you a Celia card, cat goddess. And you get the spirals of life, which is learning the life lessons and healing the cycles and patterns, the karma. And then write it down, which is, do you clearly know what you desire? Be specific and write it down. And then self love. It's an inside job that starts with you. So, how's your self love? And join us on Thursday because we're going to do a little process in the morning about manifesting. And then in the evening, we're going to do a burn to work on that energy. A manifesting in the physical, like long term manifesting, because we are in the Capricorn new moon, and Capricorn is the physical. And you know what's been happening in Capricorn the last like 15 years? Pluto. You know what happens at the end of like sometime in February? Pluto goes into Aquarius, which is, about the future. So what do you want to manifest in, the next 6 months, 6 years? What are you trying to manifest? Because when it gets into Aquarius, it'll retrograde one more time and then it's there for like 20 years. So, like, it's going to be there for a bit. What do you want to manifest? So, Cat Goddess, thank you for joining us. Anyone that would, I know people come and go. So, if you would like a message, please. Okay, Kaylin, you're next. What is next for me in love? January 16th, Capricorn. Oh, it is your season. Almost happy birthday. Happy birthday early. Okay. And she says, we're going to get you one of these divine abundance cards. And then we're going to, Kaylin, do you know where your North Node and your Chiron is in your birth chart? Because your Chiron is the thing you got to heal. And then the North Node is the mission in life. And we've recently had our attention drawn to Ceres. So we're going to check that out. Oh, North Node in Libra. Relationships. What house? Your underlying energy is that card of humility, which in this deck says, allow me, divine, to accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. So are you are you open from energy or guidance from the divine? Because then we get the card of guidance. When you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. And then grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. So for those, your 10th house. So the 10th house, apparently I got a hair up there now. The 10th house is midheaven, which is about like your job. It's also about father. Are you like a relationship counselor? Because like Libra is like relationship, one-on-one relationships. Oh yeah, because orphan. Are you no, you're not alone here. Like, and you're supposed to, we feel that too. How do you feel about being the guidance? Because time to go home. How do you feel about trying to help people realize they're not alone? They're never alone. When they feel like they're orphaned and alone, you know what? It's a wound we were meant to have when we got here. And a lot of times we have to go through the thing before we can teach it. Oh, yeah. Do you know that you have to have things happen to you and then you're meant to teach them? How are relationships for you? How is your karma with relationships? Are you repeating a cycle? Like, and you're at a really pivotal time, Kaylin, because at 29, 30, you start having your Saturn return, which is about your karma. Life completely normally gets flipped upside down, like totally a huge change in your life. Honestly, from 27 to 28, my daughter decided to move 1,000 miles away, like at 27. So no, 27 we feel is like pivotal year right now. So this next year is going to be life-changing for you. Listen, are you, I don't know your religious beliefs or anything, nor does it matter. Are you connecting to source on some level? Like, I don't do typical religion. I have, I've done therapy and worked at literally a Catholic where the monastery was connected to the long-term care facility I was working at. So I got to work at a little bit different things, but recently we found, I don't know why, awesome. For some reason, Dave and I have started listening to Michael Murdad, Mirdad, which is one of the spiritual leaders at the Global Center for Christ Consciousness, which is about, just trying to embody that love of the Christ consciousness. So, for some reason, I'm guided to tell you we just do what Celia tells us. So, the card you get is the Chariot, Major Arcana. This is part of your life path, already predetermined. Happiness. Do you know you're supposed to be happy? Are you being happy? Because as soon as you just decide to be happy, you're going to bring in the Six of Wands, which is, that total, I did it. I've done that achievement. And then you're going to begin something new. We feel like on this spiritual path, because, if you're watching me, you're definitely on your spiritual path. And then we get the card of the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Cups, which is about, making the choice to fill up your cup. How is your self-love? Are you loving yourself? Do you know how fabulous you are? The victory that's coming to you. Like, do you know the victory coming to you, Kaylin? And we're going to invite you. The first card is be the light. Shine your light to remove the darkness, because you are a light worker. And then we get the cycles of the moon, which is releasing and manifesting with the moon, and do a burn, which is write down what you want to manifest or release and burn it safely. And Kaylin, we are doing a burn on our channel on Thursday, the 11th, the new moon. And then you get the card of water healing. So spend some time, enter near the water, and make sure you're drinking plenty of water. And if you're doing any kind of burn, have water there. Always safety first. But know that this is part of your life path. Like Major Arcana, that is this. These aren't changing. These aren't your choice. When you decide to move forward and be happy in where you are, and just be like, Source, guide me. But we feel like you are meant to do something. Celia's like, right back to that relationship, right back to that Libra. And you're going to bring in that relationship that you desire. The King of Cups, the King of Pentacles, that stable husband energy. I will just say, Kaylin, I am a twin flame, and Big Wave Sound Therapy is Dave, my husband. And we are twin flames, and a lot of people that find us are actually on that very same path, which is about mastering your masculine and feminine with you, and then working to heal everything with your partner. Like, they trigger everything about you. So when you manifest that relationship, that person might trigger you, but you have to just take the thought of, okay, how do I have this? Because if somebody's triggering something within you, you have it somewhere in you. So welcome. Hi, Ricky. How are you? And I think we are going to, hi, Elin. How are you? And yes. Prashanta? I know I'm probably not saying. Prashana? What's happening with my twin flame journey? Oh, yeah, see, twin flame. A lot of times when you're sick, it's because Source is wanting you to rest, because you are going through a major upgrade right now. Twin flames are definitely doing that. We're definitely being activated this year. So you get the card of acceptance. And understand when there's, if you're being sick, it's because Source, like Miss Beatrice the other day was like, we're having migraines. Well, sometimes Source knows that's the only way to get you to rest. And I only know that because I'm married to Dave. And then the underlying energy is loss. Something, sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make passionate invitations of love to take over and bring. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. So, with that, surrender. Source, I know in the right time, this is going to work out. And you're never stuck. It's literally about you just going through an upgrade. Like, we are doing that. How is your masculine? How is your feminine? Because that twin flame thing is, you have that masculine feminine within you. Are you being in the masculine? Because you get the acceptance, which for me is like, are you willing to accept? Are you receiving? Sometimes we try to push things along as the feminine. Unintentionally, we're just like, we're ready, let's go. But you know what? If the masculine isn't quite there, you know what you have to do? In the right time, it will come. I'm not going to chase you, because if you're chasing, you know what? You're not being in the feminine. And that's the card that come out, the Empress. So to be the Empress, you have to be in that receiving state. Are you, how is your feminine energy? Because we feel like it's going to come in quickly as soon as you let go of what's holding you back. Because, like, look, those bowls are going down the drain, and it's time to do that and focus on you. Put that boundary up, and then the new beginning's going to like push you forward into the next phase. But definitely the Empress energy is what it's wanting you to feel. Hi, Miss Corinne. Welcome. How are you doing? So, yeah, like literally, the masculine energy does not like to be pursued. Like when you step in to be like, okay, I'm just going to focus on my mission because I know this is my person. And instead of trying to push it, be like, okay, in the right time, it's going to come. I'm going to focus on my mission. I'm going to work on healing my stuff. Because you know what? As you work on healing your stuff, that person works on it too. If they have an issue with commitment, look at where your issue with commitment is. Because honestly, I was having that. Literally, I had that. Like, I was like, okay, I kept attracting people that were non-committal. Easiest way to say it. And you know what? I finally was like, light bulb. Where do I have that? Yeah, where do you? Like, I was in a marriage for 19 years that wasn't the greatest. But you know what? I've learned to really appreciate that time. But, you know, at that time, I'm like, I had certain thoughts about, based on my previous relationships, about commitment and relationship. I'll say I did an Abraham process, which is a focus wheel, which is you put where you're at currently at the top, in the middle of the circle. You make a small circle. In the middle of that small circle, you write, what do you want? I put, I want a committed relationship. Draw a big circle around that. At each place, like the clock, start filling it in with some general statements. I see many people in relationship. I know the kind of relationship I want. You know, do you know what you want? You know, based on what you haven't had, you do know what you do want. And just look and see, okay, what are my thoughts about relationship? And like, if you put something on there or you start to, and it doesn't feel like love, don't put it on there. Because it's throwing a train on the wrong way. So try the focus wheel process. It's an Abraham process. You can find it online. Esther Hicks, but valuable process. And you know, you want to know what? You want to know how I knew about the commitment thing? Because everything we go through is meant, so it's a reference point to tell somebody else. So literally, that's why I've had it, so I can tell. And it just popped in my head. Commitment issues, like that is like. But look and see how, like, how is your family lineage with marriage, relationship? You know, do you believe, you know, that love is the basis for a relationship, and, you know, honoring, you know, and that kind of thing? Where do you, and then you get the card of self-love and allowing. So as you're focus on your self-love, so he's like, focus on your self-love, like, and as you're like, okay, I'm going to choose, you know, I'm going to choose relationship with myself first. And my relationship with God, source, your higher power, you know, whatever, you know, you believe in. Yes. And honestly, you're going to be stuck on that part of your journey until you start doing that self-love. Like Celia's like, self-love is truly the key. When you are loving and honoring yourself and know that your relationship with your higher connection is truly first and foremost, like that's when things change like immediately. Like just saying, Dave and I, we're doing this twin flame thing every day. So we definitely know how it is. And no, once you're back in union, like together, and like we live in the house together. So we every day are working on this thing every day. And if one of us is out of balance, you know what it does? It throws the other one out of balance. Dave's at the other end of the house. My office is right next to his. But if he's not perfectly in alignment, I can't work next to him. Like I can't channel, so use my higher source, my bridge to source. So I can't channel that if I'm not in a high vibration. And if I'm around Dave and he's not in that high vibration, it puts me there. So sometimes you just got to pull your energy back. And I come to his sound studio and just do work from here. So sometimes you got to pull your energy back to do what's right for you. And look where your North Node is. So we hope that helps. Miss Corinne, can we get you next? Because Miss Corinne, Celia says we owe you one. So you are very welcome. Have the most wonderful day. Anyone else that would like a message, please just drop a comment and we will get to you. Awesome. Corinne, we are using these Divine Abundance cards. Okay, the first card is the card of gratitude. Fill me with gratitude for all you give. May I be the vehicle for you wherever I go. So gratitude. And then, which we always have for you as well, Miss Corinne. And then we get the card of detachment. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that is when it is often fulfilled. And then you get the card of your path. Dear Lord, help me trust that there is a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusion. So beautiful energy there, Miss Corinne. And she's going to use this one. Oh, it's funny because Dave and I were talking when we went to when we were in Sedona, we went to the Global Center for Christ Consciousness, and they have different musicians, and they have one John DeMoss, which is he does a lot of musical instruments, and Dave really likes him. And it's funny because when we were in Sedona, there was a gentleman that was playing the guitar and singing, and John DeMoss is native Indian. And then the other guy is Ananda Das, which is Indian, from India. And like we so resonate with him. And it's funny, Dave and I were talking because I'm like, oh, I'm really glad he's here. I like him. Dave's like, oh, you really like him? I'm like, yeah, you like the one Indian and I like the other. Like, very odd. Like, so I definitely have tie with India in some past life of some sort. So much love to you. And then you get the Three of Cups, which can be, about your community. The Page of Cups, which is a new offer. And then we get the Nine of Swords and the Page of Swords, which is about, are you getting, Corinne, are you getting woken up in the middle of the night? Yeah. So he's like, are you getting awoken in the middle of the night? Like getting messages? Because like that nine of swords is like, the nine is the end of this cycle. So no, trust source, it's all coming. Whatever you've been holding on to that's holding you back is about to go because you get the Hierophant and the Four of Swords and the Eight of Cups, which or the Eight of Pentacles, which is about doing the work. Let it go. Source, I surrender to you. Show me the way. Literally, those are Celia's words. Source, I surrender to you. Show me the way. Like, and trust that like everything is coming on your path in the right time. Like these girls are celebrating. Like whatever you know. Are you worried about work? Because something new is coming. Like keep doing the work you've been doing. Oh, don't because like new opportunity. The Ace of Wands is there. Like with the gift, like the Four of Cups, there is a gift. He's not looking at it because the energy he's in, and the camera doesn't pick that up very well. Like that's being offered to him, but he's looking over here. So don't get yourself distracted. Yeah. Why don't you want it? If it's on your path, there is a reason. Why don't you want the promotion? Why are you holding yourself back? Like that person's like, no, this is all I want. But you know what? There's so much healing that's going to come through that new position. Only if you choose to think that way. You know what? When you come into work, before you walk in, say, God be with me. And you know what? God will be with you. And then that other person will not allow it to be stressful. Like it'll be so much easier than you can believe it. It is part of your path. It is, and it is so you can show it doesn't have to be stressful in your job. Like yesterday, Dave was working all day long and being stressful. And we're like, yeah. And you know what? After you sit there for a little bit, you're not like you're meant for so much greater. Like that, I'm in a peaceful position, like no rest for the weary. Like we hear, like you have, like, you can bring that choice about it being a peaceful place. You know what, Corinne? It's because you're in a peaceful place within you, and you're going to bring that to any position. So he's like, you're the born leader. You were meant to lead. Show them how it's supposed to be. Bring peace to it. Like, and when you're having a stressful moment, take a moment and surrender to Source and say, Source, guide me. And Dave and I have I'm certified at level 2, and Dave's taken Reiki. We watched a Reiki one the other day, and it was saying one of the main things you can do. There goes that crown being all lit up. One of the main things you can do is just take and cup your eyes for a few moments and just clear your energy and just say, I just need to clear myself. And just take a moment and literally cup your hands where there's totally together and be like, I wish to clear my energy. What do I need to know? And like just take that moment to center yourself, and you would be surprised at what you could do because you get in the flow. Everything flows to me when I'm in alignment. And emotional check-in. So like when you need to check in, like check in up here. Okay, I'm going to stop my mind for a moment because it's about your self-worth. Trying to hold yourself back, Corinne. Don't do it. Don't hold yourself back. Be open. If this door is opening for you, there is a reason. Because then you can bring peace to the organization and to a lot more people by that. Like Schedule anything. You know what? Say, I'm going to take a few moments and go clear my energy. And then people are going to be like, hold on, what's going on with Corinne? What's she doing? And then you know what they're going to do? They're going to figure out, well, she's doing something good. And then they're going to be like, hey, can I go for a walk with you? What are you doing? I'm meditating. I'm clearing my energy. I'm taking a moment for me when you need that. And it's about in that next situation where you're in, because as you as you're doing well at this level, you know what source likes to do? Let's go up a level. When you come up here, can you still manage your vibration? Can you still keep your energy at a place of peace? And as you do that, it's going to keep, raising that bar. So beautiful energy for you, Corinne. Trust there is a divine plan. So we hope that helps. And thank you, Corinne. We greatly appreciate you. And no worries. Celia's like, it's literally about, can you hold your energy? Like it does. It likes, okay, I can do this. Okay, can I do it, at the next level? Which we're always leveling up, and source is definitely with you. And no, it's a blessing to you. And you can be a great example to many other people. Because you are really great about working on balance in that masculine and feminine within you, Celia says. And that's a test of it. When you're doing that position of work and being in that leader, can you also be in your feminine where, hold on, I got to take care of myself too? So take the promotion, Corinne. But come with your own set of boundaries going into that. If they're saying, this is, this stressful and you're worried about anything being stressful, come in strong. This is what I'm willing to do. This is, and have some boundaries. So, so have a wonderful day, Corinne. Thank you for joining us. We always love when you're here. You always bring a nice, peaceful presence here, and we always appreciate that. Anyone else that would like a message, please drop some comments because we know people come and go. And then, and Corinne, because it's going to bring divine abundance to you. She's like, where are those at? You were born to align with love's will. Follow the Tay and serve something beyond your ego. Learn abundance. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. Like, have that boundary with you. So. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, it's just about you leveling it up and being the example, Corinne. Like, yeah, totally. She says, we're sending you love. Have a most wonderful day. And anyone that would still like a message, I guess Celia says, well, we're at our hour. So thank you for joining us, Corinne. That message was definitely inspiring for us as well. We're going to keep working on being that inspiration that you are as well. So we're just going to wait a minute because she feels like there's somebody else that needs a message. So we're just going to hold on for a minute. And anybody that would like a message, because Corinne, she said we're still talking to you. So there's that individuality card. Are you getting bird messages? And we're going to move on to B. Can I get a message about M or general? We are going to pull whatever wants to come out. We are just using the Divine Abundance cards today, which aren't just about abundance, they're about all aspects of life. Okay. And you get cards of invite help, invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I am finally ready. God, pursue me. And then you get the card of change. When the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you will come to a sacred crossroad of your own evolution. Definitely. And the bottom of the deck is the faith card. Miraculously, amazingly, everything I need comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. So, absolutely on that. And we're going to give these a good shuffle because they've been sitting there for a minute. B, we get the card of the Five of Cups, which is about, holding on sometimes, crying over spilled milk, thinking about the past, what didn't work. As you're dwelling on the past, you know what? There's, there's the cup here in the corner that's upright and the cup right here with her, and she has to grab her own cup and fill up her own cup. And as she decides to let go of the past, hurts, things, and, cups are emotions. As you let go of the emotions of the past that cause you pain and realize it's time to move forward into calmer waters. That Six of Swords is about moving forward. And you get the Nine of Swords, which is the end of like that chaotic like mindset. And then the Ten of Wands is the end of the burden. And then the the Page of Pentacles. So as soon as you decide to let go of the burden, Source is trying to pursue you, like right now. Like, so Source, God, whatever higher you believe in, pursue me. I am ready. I am finally ready. I know I let my ego lead me, but let, invite it in because it's trying to help you. As soon as you let go of trying to control it, it's going to come in like with gangbusters. Like, it's coming in. Like, she's letting go of that. As soon as you let go of the burden, which in this card, she's got the 9 wands on her shoulder, like the burden she's carrying, but she's got her other wand here where she's leading with it. I am still following my path. I'm going to decide to let go of this burden because tens are about new beginnings. Are you ready for a new beginning? Because as you step into this deeper relationship with Source, you're going to have a deeper relationship with him. So we hope that helps me. 48. There is no weird question. We are open. I'll just tell you 48. I channel my guide Celia, which is my bridge to Source. So Source doesn't think there's any silly questions. So so no silly questions. We will pull some cards for you next. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And so future love, future wife. Okay. The cards are full of energy for you. The bottom of the deck is the card of your path, which is Divine Lord, help me trust that there is a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusion. Because fear and illusion is just the ego. You get the card of true offering. True offering takes what can be unbearable cross and return it to love. Right action. A paragraph literally means let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. And the card of delusion. Intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. There is definitely somebody on your path. And you found me, so you're very likely a twin flame, because we tend to attract that energy, which means you have to balance the masculine and feminine energy between you. And then you get a partner and you get to work on it with them. So it's even more fun. It really is. Me and Dave having a, amazing relationship. And I wouldn't trade our relationship for anything, literally, ever. And we're going to get you a couple of tarot, but we feel like as soon as you trust, and sometimes that's your ego that wants to, pursue that person. But we feel like there are many messages coming to you, like through the birds, nature is trying to offer you. And sometimes when you're trying to push a relationship, like it's just the right person for you won't resist you. And we're going to get you. Oh. Tell you a message. My guide. How is your self-love? Because, people in our outer world reflect back to us how we feel about ourselves. And like, if you're not really like Dave, if he's not having a lot of self-love, do you know what? I reflect that back to him and I'm like, I'll go in there and be like, where's your energy at? Because like we feel like, and that person's going to be too, because I promise you, if you're working on your self-love, they're going to love you like no other. Like, so Celia, tip of the day, how are you feeling about yourself? Because literally, as you know that you are a child of God and know that you are on this earth for a reason and there's only one you, and you definitely have a divine plan. Like there is a plan for you. As soon as you gain the clarity of that and really focus on your energy with it, and like literally look at yourself, like please don't spam my chat. we are in the middle of a reading. Thank you. As you gain clarity of that, like you balance your masculine and your feminine. Like there is the balance. They both have clarity, like clarity. Like as you know, you're going to attract that energy that's the same to you. Like attracts like. The bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups, which is that happiness, which comes from thinking in a brand new way, because you can manifest everything and it can literally move so quickly. Are you being awoken in the middle of the night? Because that Nine of Swords is about, the Eight of Swords is chaos and conflict. But in this deck, there's this white bird. And in that, I call it my Celia bird, because when she talks to me, it's not a screaming voice. She's a whisper. I have to be in alignment and I have to listen. And you have that within you as well, 48. So look at how you're feeling about love. We are doing a little ceremony thing on the new moon about manifesting for the future, like because Capricorn is about like long term, like physical. So join us Thursday at this time, and we're going to work on that ritual 48, and because that's definitely going to help work on your self love. And are you and people really reflect back to you how you feel about you. That is, everyone is a mirror. And know that when you start seeing in your physical a lot of like other, like when you see happy couples, the best thing to do I love that because that means if I'm seeing that, it's in my environment, then it's going to come to me. And no, it's trying to come to you. Like as soon as you love you more. So yes, totally. But literally, if you're not having a lot of self-love, everybody in your environment that is around you is going to project that right back to you. So truly, the people that love themselves the most are the people that have, the easiest time with manifesting. So join us Thursday if you can at 10 a.m. My time. I don't know where you're at. I feel like you are far away. Are you in India? Because we were talking that I attract that energy from my past life. So Kevin, we are going to get you next. Thank you for being patient with us. Oh, there you go. We definitely attract that energy. As I was saying, in Sedona, like I was attracted to this singer that was Indian, from India, and Dave attracted a Native American Indian. So just where our different paths have been in the past. And Kevin, you get the card of energetic clearing. So we're going to start with that card, energetic clearing. During crisis, the Holy One herself may be emptying you out of fear and attachment, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. Oh, awesome. Kevin, invite in the Divine Mother. Are you seeing, yes. Yes, I'm very pulled to that energy. So I definitely know there's some connection. Like, have you ever heard of Ananda Das? Um, he plays beautiful music. No, American. I have a lot of different things, but it's funny because I listen to a lady that does Vedic astrology that's Russian. So I must have some past life there as well because I do. And she's very thick on her Russian accent, which I definitely enjoy. So, and then you get the card of sanctity. Through offering, even the most mundane problems can be a sacrament. So, are you meditating? Are you holding everything holy? And then you get the card of inner power. Give me the courage and power to do what must be done. And then divine source. Help me know that my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right action will come. You are my source for all. And then the letting go card is under that, which is about, I heard show you. The letting go card, which is everything is indeed out of my control and God will hold it all. I can safely let go. And that's what it's asking you. Kevin, let go. Trust. Call in the Divine Mother because anything you want to manifest, we birth through the Divine Mother. And I'm going to get a free tarot for you. But whatever higher power, God, source you believe in, trust that that energy is going to bring you all that you need because we get the world, which is, about ending that cycle of the thing of the past. And then reciprocity, which is equal give and take in all relationships and all aspects of your life. And Kevin, that's one of the things I say a lot. I want reciprocity with all of my relationships. If I don't feel like something's equal give and take, we cut it off. No. And then you get the Page of Wands, which are you getting a lot of messages? Have you been spending some time alone? Like, are you trying to elevate your vibration? Because the Hanged Man is like, about that elevating yourself, like to be connected, because through that connection is going to bring you everything you desire, like We get the full in the sun. Like everything. Like as soon as you're like seriously about like, so he's like lately with me and Dave, if there's anything going on that's like a struggle, source, I surrender to you, show me the way. And that's literally, and honestly, you're never stuck. If you're not seeing progress right now, it's because you're going through an upgrade. Like you're never ever stuck truly. That like everything is always moving forward. But like sometimes like we'll be in a place like where we don't work for a week. Like we just don't have the energy to do it because we're going through upgrades. Me and Dave this last weekend, like we took a nap both days, which Dave never ever does. Like the energy was that strong. Like we are going through major upgrades right now. After Pluto moves into Aquarius, like huge changes happening. Like Pluto has been in, since 2008, in Capricorn. It went a little bit into Aquarius to give us a taste of the change coming, and it is huge. Like life will never be the same again when Pluto gets into Aquarius and stays there for an extended period. It's going to be there, and later in the year for like 3 months, it goes back into Capricorn to give us like, have you learned the lesson? Pluto is the death card. It is transformation. It is change. Like we did. We never take a nap, and we both took a nap, on both days. Kevin, we are doing a manifesting ceremony on Thursday, 10 o'clock. Thursday, my time, Eastern. So about when we started today, the same time, and we're going to go through and do a little ceremony about releasing and manifesting, because a lot of times it's just about manifesting, but you know what? You have to release some stuff so there's room for the new stuff to come in. So no, you're not stuck. You're definitely just going through an upgrade. Like it is upgrade time. Like we are, as light workers, really being called in this year. Like things are going to change so much. Celia's saying, like she kept telling, yes, today is Tuesday my time, so Thursday my time, because that is the new moon. It's in Capricorn, and Capricorn is like long-term stuff in the physical. So what do you want to manifest? So work on that. And then also take some time to think, okay, what do I want to let go in my life? How about fear and some of the ego? And you get the inner child card that wanted to come out while we're talking. So we're going to read that as well. Allow me to give compassion and love to the little ones. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. Oh, how is your inner child? Have you been doing some inner child work? Do you know where your Chiron is? That's like our wound that we get in childhood that we kind of carry that cycle through the rest of our lives. So, Kevin, do you know your birth chart? Do you know where your Chiron is? And then you get the card underneath of expansiveness, which, aren't we all ready for some of that? But she said we're going to read. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. Because know that the ego is literally here just to keep you on the karmic wheel. Like if you create karma in this life, you're coming back to do it next life. And like stuff you've had for like, we do silly things when we're in the non-physical and we create contracts, and then we don't realize they don't have an end date. So you have to physically sometimes go in and do a clearing of that contract, Archangel Michael. That is clearly something for you, Kevin. You must have some contracts that you need to clear up. So like do a little meditation and say, what do I need to let go of? And then call in Archangel Michael and say, Archangel Michael, I ask that you help me cut the sword, with your sword of light, the contracts and all ties, in all time, space, and reality, and like ask that it be cut. Like, and then I normally also after that call in Archangel Raphael to do any healing in my etheric field, energetic field, my aura of where that hook was in you from that contract from the past. Because a lot of times we have a contract of okay, I'm going to be spiritual in this life, but in the past, spiritual meant we're going to be a nun, we're going to be a priest, we're going to take a vow of poverty. We don't feel like you want that. As well as sometimes celibacy, or, to where you're only like in relation with God and the church. And, if you're trying to manifest another person in, um, that contract can block that from the past. It's crazy that, something from 100 lifetimes ago could still be affecting you, but it can. Yeah, look on your birth chart. It matters what sign it's in and what house it's in. And then you also have to look, uh, if you come back on Thursday, come back on Thursday and look at your chart and know what house and sign it's in. And we'll pull up our PowerPoint and we'll try to give you some advice on it and some channel message about it. But like, mine is about communication, which is ironic that now my part of my North Node is communicating. So I think that's the first drink we've had since we started. Yeah, call them in. Like, they're definitely like coming to me to tell you they want to work with you. Call them in to help with those contracts, and see if that doesn't help. Hi, Miss Rhonda. We will definitely pull your cards. We're doing divine abundance cards today. Okay, Miss Rhonda, you get the card of courage. Let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. And then you get the card of divine source. Help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right action will come. You are my source for all. And then the card of trust. Allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longing, trusting. You know exactly how to handle them. Clearing. As a true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine to God's. Such freedom. And then the card of freedom. I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bond. And then the card of awakening. Oh, my Lord, wake me from my life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear through my own instincts and common sense. So you're definitely doing that awakening, Miss Rhonda. And the underlying energy is energetic clearing. During crisis, the Holy One herself may be emptying you out of fear and attachment, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. So, Miss Rhonda, we're going to tell you the same thing we had told the last person that got that. Um, invite in the Divine Mother to, help birth the new in you. Capricorn success. Hold on, Kevin. Let me get Rhonda, and then we're going back to talk about your guy. So, Miss Rhonda, trust. Give it to Source. If you're having anything lately, Celia's been having me and Dave be like, Source, I surrender to you. Please show me the way. And like those specific words, show me the way. But as you're trying to birth something new, you have to call in the Divine Mother, because we manifest through our feminine energy. And that definitely starts with the Divine Mother. Rhonda, do you trust that you are going to have all of your desires met, all of your needs met? And we say that because you get the Three of Wands, which is personal wish fulfillment. And we get the Knight of Pentacles, which is we feel the work of you understanding. The work is that you deserve everything you desire. Like, yes. Oh, I want you to say a different word, but instead, but patience gets in the way. How about say my ego gets in the way? Because truly, that's what it is. And then you get the King of Swords, which is about new clarity, and the Nine of Swords, which is about the messages you're getting in the middle of the night. Are you, Rhonda? Are you getting woken up? That is part of the awakening happening within you. Um, and then you get the Wheel because like things are. Why is that funny that we say that? But the wheel's turning for you because as you realize, and like we have that reference a lot because I love Dave so much, but sometimes his ego gets the best of him and puts him in chaos. Like, so we have definitely been working on that. And that's part of that surrender, giving up the ego. Like, because the ego wants to keep you small and keep you right where you are and keep you on this wheel, like of not doing better for yourself when you are worthy of so much, like more than you ever like. So, Miss Rhonda, in the first of this video, which I'm going to put up as a little video, we did a little manifesting ceremony. And on Thursday at 10 a.m. my time, which I think is 9 a.m. your time, we are going to do a little manifesting, a little ceremony for the new moon about what you want to release and what you want to bring in for like long term, not even just like the 6 months of the Capricorn. So he's like long term. Capricorn is about long term physical, like ruled by Saturn, time, Chronos, like so what we're going to work on, what do you want to manifest? We're going to do a little practice, which Celia is apparently going to tell me, and then we're going to we're going to share it. So yeah. So like Celia had to start with a manifesting thing today. Is like something new. We did a little bowl and a little manifesting ritual to like try to bring in abundance, and then she had to use the divine abundance cards today. So we hope to see you Thursday, Rhonda. And then, Kevin, we are going to talk about your Chiron. Sixth house is about your day to day stuff, and Capricorn is about working hard, like to the point of being toxic. Like Capricorn is, the devil, like, which is, have a wonderful day as well, Miss Rhonda. Um, Elin, we will get you after Kevin. And we're gonna. Capricorn is the natural ruler of the 10th house. It is ruled by Saturn. It's earth energy, it's cardinal energy. It's normally tied to father and career. The positive sides of Capricorn are authoritative and professional and practical. The shadow sides of Capricorn are stern, rigid, and controlling. Kevin, how is your day to day? Do you have to follow like a stern schedule? Like, are you very rigid in that? A confident, wounded Capricorn is controlling, greedy, opportunistic, and fear of failing. And a confident one or a balanced one is confidence, mindful, and able to ask for help. And then we're also going to read you about Virgo. Um, well, first, apparently, the sixth house. The sixth house is the wound of perfection. It is tied to the throat chakra. Do you feel like you fit in? Others' judgment of your work. Work comes before health and fitness. Do you overgive? Are you to the point of being detrimental to your health? Does work seem hard or a hassle? A good mantra for that is I do what is best for me without harming others. And then And then we're going to read you Virgo as well, because Virgo is the natural ruler of the sixth house. It is ruled by Mercury. So we feel like it's saying that your Chiron is your messenger, because it's a it's Mercury, which Mercury is about communications, which is also earth energy, and it's about your day-to-day activity and your health and wellness. Positive attributes of Virgo are analytical, humble, and service oriented. And the shadow sides are anal retentive, oppressive, and a martyr. A balanced Virgo or sixth house would be joyful, and able to follow a healthy routine. So, Kevin, does any of that resonate with you? Normally, we can trace things back to our early childhood. I have a gnat and it's driving me crazy. Well, Capricorn is ruled by the devil and the ego. So that's always trying to like make you feel like you're not good enough. Like, and that's definitely not true. You are a divine piece of the puzzle in this big puzzle. And actually, like every day I find new things that my Chiron represents to me. So know that like at first when I was doing Chiron work, I'm like, I don't think I have this. I didn't have like a traumatic childhood or anything, but then I'm like, oh, and then like little blips of memories will come back. Oh, well, this happened. Like when I was maybe like 4 at dinner, like with my mom and my dad and my 3 sisters, we were having dinner. And my mom made me move because I was breathing loud, which in turn gave me a wound I didn't even realize at the time. But you know what? It made me become a shallow breather, which I still work with today. Like Dave gave me a flute for our wedding gift, my wedding gift, to like work on my breathing. Like because of that wound, which you wouldn't think that simple thing can make a difference, but it did. Like, and then throughout my life, I've had more of that where sometimes I feel like I'm not heard. And you know what else I figured out with my grandbaby? She has allergies. She's 4. You want to know what? I probably, as a kid, had allergies too because I take an allergy pill now every day. So, just like realizing that, oh, hold on, this, so even though you don't always think about it, like, how is your communication? How do you communicate? Like, I feel like it's saying coming for a balanced place with your communication. In the past, have people like talked toxically to you? Like, ugh. And you know what? Like some people don't dance, and you know why? Because somebody told them they had no rhythm, and they let somebody take their power. So call in Archangel Michael, say, I wish to call back my power. Like my card up here says that we got when we went to I Can Do It, and it's or signed by Kyle Gray, which is like call back your power. And like Celia's always having us leave that card right up there because literally when you let somebody do that to you, you're giving them your power. Like about singing, like it's funny because somebody will say, "Oh, on like music or instruments, what do you play?" And I always say the radio, and I sing when I'm alone in the car. Like I don't openly sing. I've learned in the last few years to sing. Me and Dave, like we'll go on road trips, and so he's made us sing. Like pull the lyrics up to the song and sing the song. And Dave and I have done that to work on, our communication and being, letting go of those things that don't serve you, that, when people took your power. So, Kevin, that is your wound. No, you were also in the day to day meant to be, a communicator. Mercury rules the sixth house about the day to day stuff. As you become aware of how is your day to day self talk, like how do you talk to yourself every day? a Mel Robbins thing every day. When you first get up, go in the bathroom and touch the mirror and high five yourself. Because when we do that high five thing, it's the energy of, good job, keep going, I've done something well. Because if you high five somebody else, you think they've done a good job. So as they've done a good job, know that you're doing a good job every day just by being here. So we hope that helps, Kevin. We didn't know we were going to get into all that, but come back on Thursday for that manifesting and releasing ceremony we're going to do in the new moon. Jazz, yeah, we see. That's definitely. Do you know where your Chiron is? Like, we are always, Celia's favorite thing is to talk about Chiron. And no, that's something you got to heal. That's coming through your self love. Like, Celia's know how fabulous you are. So, sending you much love, Kevin. Elin, yeah, we're a Taurus too. Welcome. Elin, are you still here? We're going to get a message for you next. Let some heat in. So, give Elin another moment, and then we'll keep going. Welcome, Peace 33, Sag. So, Peace 333, we're gonna places we'll get you next. You have a question, you want a general, what can we get for you? And for anybody that's not following Dave, check out his channel. He does singing bowls and the sound therapy. He has done phenomenal for me. So we are always encouraging. Yes. You are very welcome. We love when you play. Dave played in the sound studio this morning before the live to bring that energy to us. So thank you. Peace 333, your overall energy is divine abundance, which is you are born to align with love's will. Follow the Tao. And serve something beyond your ego. Learn to be abundance and not chase it. Letting go. Everything is indeed out of control, and in God will hold it all. I can safely let go. And you get the card of true offering. True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love, which is what are you holding on to? What do you need to let go of? Because whenever you surrender whatever this is to source, it's going to totally bless your life. So always good advice. And you get the cards of the Seven of Swords, which is about walking away from that shit that's not serving you, somebody being deceptive, but they're doing it boldly out in the daylight. That doesn't seem like night. That seems like daylight. So take out the hard. No hard work. When we think it's hard, it's efforting, and that's not letting source. That's like us trying to push it. Because honestly, if you let go of that behavior of I have to do it all, and like be more carefree and trust and do the things that you love and focus on and are following your divine inspiration, um, everything's going to come so easily to you. Like, but like we think we have to work hard, Capricorn energy. We definitely don't. Like, there is a new and smarter way to do it. Like, when Dave and I drive, we have a little yeah, like you have to walk away from that stuff that is not serving you. And like she's over here by herself, like learning, and we're gonna invite you. Come back on Thursday. We're doing a manifesting ceremony for like the next, like she said normally it's like new moon to full moon, but this one is like Capricorn. So this is like time in the physical, long term. What do you want to manifest? Like come back, we're gonna do that. The underlying energy is the Nine of Wands, which is about, the Nine of Wands is carrying a heavy burden, but nine is the end of the cycle. She's standing behind that fence and she's being the beacon. So as you heal others. Like, and at the very beginning of this one, we did a manifesting about manifesting abundance. So we're going to put that out as a separate video as well, but we're going to do like long-term manifesting on Thursday. So please join us then. So spend a couple of days daydreaming about what do you want to bring in the next, like we have a 9 there and a 9 year. What do you want to manifest in the next 9 or 10 years? Like we're here in 9, like she's like 9 there, 9 there. What do you want to manifest long term? Like, and in this card, the 8 birds are like the 8 of Swords, which is chaos and conflict. You know what? This one little white bird up here, I call that my Celia bird, my guide, my connection. Like that, like when I decide to not listen to the mind chaos and listen to her, things get better. It's also about getting messages in the middle of the night. So are you being awoken in the middle of the night? Because we feel like it's part of your awakening to find your soul tribe. Like, welcome. So he's like, welcome. So know that everything that you desire can come literally as soon as you stop trying to work hard and like say, God, source, higher power, I surrender to you. And like to surrender it. And as you surrender it, like it makes it like so much easier. And my mom's out ringing the chimes right now. So just affirming what I'm saying. So so see you on Thursday for our manifestation workshop. Apparently we're gonna do a little workshop on it Thursday. So Elin, how are you doing? Yes. Thank you, and we'll see you on Thursday. So, Miss Elin, can we get some cards for you? Okay, so Elin, for you, the underlying energy is non-duality. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. So, are you balancing? And the card under that is invite help. And then you get the card of inner child. Allow me to give compassion and love to this little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings, which, we always, that inner child goes back to Chiron. Humility, allow me, divine, to accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. So surrendering to God. And then divine source, help me know that my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. So, Elin, we learned a little thing the other day. So, yeah, the working hard's never a good thing. Like you, anyway, a great thing is to take a break, like if you're feeling a little tired, and cup your hands and put them over your eyes and take some few centering breaths and say, Source, what do I need to know? And like that kind of just releases it. Like, okay, I'm going to take a break and I'm going to clear my energy. What do I need? And like maybe sometimes you need to get up and go for a little walk. There's a reason, it's an inspired action. You need it. Are you drinking plenty of water? She says we do got our little Sedona cup there because we love it, because that that image is our background on our channel, because that is where Dave and I got married, like right up by this little tree up here. Um, we love that it's in the cup. And I think it's calling for you to like get some rest. Like, are you like over like okay. So we get the Ten of Swords, that negative thought pattern, like letting that go. And manifest things in a new way because you have that power and ability. Like then we get the Death card and the Nine of Swords, which is about not listening to that chaotic voice in your head. Like say, once again, the theme of the day, Source, I surrender to you. Show me the way. Like Elin, you sound like my daughter. You know what she did? She moved to Florida where it's like yesterday, she was like, it's cold here. It's only going to be 68. I'm like, yeah, well, it's cold here and it's 30, which in Celsius is 0. So, but you can like meditate and like focus on the sun, and like the warmth of the sun, and like, don't let it hold you back. Like literally she moved down there because she hated, like she got seasonal depression. Like she hated the cold and now she's like living her best life. So it's about the choices you make and see what's holding you back, and don't let your thoughts hold you back. Like, because you can literally manifest change immediately, like by changing your thoughts. Like, you know what they did? They literally sold everything and what they could fit in their car they took. And like, because they're young and they can just start over. So like, yeah. Oh, we had last night, we went to bed and it was snowing and then it rained because we're right on the edge of the rain snow line. So we've been like, but like, she's just young and free and just like trusted in God to like put them where they needed to go. And they went and got an Airbnb for a month. And that's kind of, then they did like a 6-month Airbnb. And they're like, minutes from the beach and the ocean, and like truly living their best life. They're inspiring us to want to go there. So change your thoughts and be like, the thought of this appreciating right where you are, and saying, God, if I'm meant to be somewhere else, take me there and let it be easy. Your work could transfer you somewhere nice and warm. Where do you want to go? Australia? So you said Australia would be great for you. I don't know if you're interested in Australia. Uh, are you every day being grateful for the job you have now and like flowing like I have never been, but I want to go to Australia. I want to do like Australia, New Zealand sometime. Me and Dave have talked about it. Eventually it's out there in the future. So but she said keep working on that thing with your job and it's gonna like happen. And like, how are you feeling about you? Do you feel like sometimes with all the work about this spiritual path, you're overwhelmed and there's so much work to do? As you know what? God, source, whatever you believe in, come to work with me today. Like Dave was like having some struggle yesterday. I'm like, did you invite God to come to work with you? Like, invite God in. Like, it will easily smooth things out a little bit. Like, if they're expecting too much of you more than is, reasonable, it's sometimes about your self-worth and knowing that. Like, are you knowing your self-worth? Are you, or sometimes do you think, well, it's just cold, so I might as well work. And if you think that, then that's what's going to happen. Like, you get what you think about. So, um, spend some more time loving yourself, and like totally spend that like time of like gratitude every day. Like, I'm so grateful that I have this job for now that's taking care of me until my business does take off. And like, and when you go into work, say, if this is meant for me, let it be easy. And honestly, it's asking you to go shine your light on your boss, like literally, like go be the love that yeah. And sometimes your light is meant to be in that place to overall like be the light. Like, you were being the light in that situation. I worked at a lot of places, like I'm in healthcare, and it shouldn't be about money in any kind of way. But you know what? Some of those places, it's about that. And you know what? You have to be the beacon and the light and be like, I'm here for, I'm here for the right reasons, but like have that intention. God, lead me to the right place. God, you know, surrender. But like ask him to be with you. God, come with me, come to work with me. If you're walking in with God, you think he's going to be unkind to you? God is not going to allow that. Like, you have to like develop that relationship and be like, as you're walking in, God, I know you're with me. Can you be with me today? Like, you have to invite him in. You invite the divine mother in. Like, she can overall cause you to have a more nurturing environment, say, be with me today. So try that and see if it doesn't help. Elin, we're sending you lots of love and light. And as you can do that and feel that energy, that's just going to make you doing your own thing even easier and more productive and like powerful for you. Because you know what this is giving you right now? Discernment. You know what you don't want in a boss and what you don't want to be. But if that's all you can focus on about that person, that's going to make you end up being that kind of boss. And we know you don't want that. So, love, love is truly the answer. Like, be the love and walk in with God, and everything's going to be a whole lot easier for you. So, we hope you have a most wonderful day, Elin. Thank you for joining us. Um, anyone else that would like a message, just drop it below and we'll let us know you're here. Thank you, Miss Corinne. Do you have another question? We always appreciate you donating. Oh, hi, Alex. How are you? We will get you right after Miss Corinne because she donated. So that does take priority. Anyone supporting the channel. She said there's a reason we kept those out here. And we have to show, we're going to. Dave made me this lovely box. We had talked about it for a while, and to hold my cards, so it makes it easier to bring them from my office to in here. And that's what Dave made me for my Christmas present. So we're sharing Dave love. So they're being yes, and on it he did a little our heart that we got when we were in Sedona the summer before last. When you go hiking, there's a nice gentleman that passes out those little hearts. So, okay, Corinne, we have now pulled in all the love behind. underlying energy is the honeymoon card, which is enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So that normally signifies the message of the next holiday, which I think for us is technical holiday like Valentine's Day. We've been seeing stuff everywhere. Oh, you get the card of past life relationship, which is you have known each other before, which doesn't mean in this life, but another life. And then keep an open mind, which is your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectation. And then we got these two cards together, which we feel like this is a message about this past life, which is unrequited love. There was not enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. So, have you put more energy in the past into something as you were trying to control it? Because let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. Um, but we feel like this is saying, like, she's like, these came out separate. So, in the past, when were you being the masculine energy? Were you trying to control it when there wasn't? Corinne, are you ready to be surprised by love? Like, I had given up on, like, I was like, okay, I'm just like, I'm was like, I'll just get some energy work because I'm clearly an energy worker and I was supposed to work on that and Reiki, and everyone I kept dating needed Reiki. So I had like given up, and then Dave sent me a message and I'm like, okay, well, we'll do some energy work here too, because his first thing was, what's an energy healer? So like totally different from my normal type of my past. But you know what? Definitely everything I had ever dreamed of that I never thought I was good enough for. So I worked on my self love, and that like brought in somebody that I would have thought was out of my league prior. And yet the Three of Pentacles, which is about that contract, you know, for me, it's me and Dave and Celia. With that, you know, always with that Three of Pentacles. And a new cycle is coming because you get the World. Corinne, how has the top of your head been feeling lately? Because her crown is really lit up. Corinne, do you have an actual crown? Do you have a little tiara, something? Do you have a crown? I don't know. I hear, do you have it? Like, because you have the World there. And then the Five of Wands, which sometimes can be chaos and conflict, but we feel like they are all working together. Well, Corinne, then you need to think about putting your crown on. Like something's definitely specific about like your crown chakra. Like her crown is like way lit up. And it's funny because we went to I Can Do It, and there were some people that were wearing tiaras, and initially it was like, oh, that's kind of different, but now we feel like a whole different way about it. And I got Dave a bracelet. I don't know. We're gonna talk about it. I got Dave an infinity bracelet, and the first part of it is about if ever you're like having self-doubt or whatever, know whose man you are and straighten your crown. So it's like a definite thing to like when Dave's having any ego or anything, he's like, straighten your crown, know who you are, and like know you're a child of God and know who you are and like where you're like something about royalty. Like you have that like royal, you have a royal bloodline. She's like very specific and won't let me go any further until we talk about the crown. And it's like literally like the crown, which also flashed me to like royalty. Are you in some way related to royalty? Past life? Past life. It's like definitely past life royalty. Do you know that, Corinne? Do you walk with that energy? Yeah, she's like, do you know you walk with that energy? Then we get the Queen of Cups. So, um, with the Knight of Pentacles, which is that, the Knight of Pentacles is about doing the work. And are you doing that work of, for many, many years in England, we had Queen Elizabeth. Now, after a long reign, she is not. But she served with, everybody might not agree every way, whatever. She led the monarchy the best she could. And it's about you. Do you realize the power of you being the queen of, like, you have some kind of royal lineage that is strongly coming up, and she's not letting me let that go. So, like, strongly on that. The Nine of Pentacles, which is about that single, stable, solid, like, you would feel like that energy about Queen Elizabeth, even though she had a husband and they had that wonderful relationship. Like, she is definitely in that, like, strong and powerful all by herself, even though with the relationship she had made it a magnificent thing for her. Like, that stability of, like, yeah. So, and then you get the Seven of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles, and Lovers. New opportunity coming when you step into that power. The Seven of Cups is about, sometimes it's about not knowing where the choice is, or not knowing, having that confusion, which also definitely comes with the Five of Swords, But the Five of Swords can be like that, considered a shallow victory, but it's a stepping into the new direction. Like, are you ready after you've done, because five is after the Four of Swords of healing, are you ready to look at things in a new way? Thoughts. Five. Change your thoughts about the past hurt. And as soon as you do, and be like, we've talked about it before, being a reference point, brand new opportunity in the physical with the Lovers card. So we feel like, Corinne, keep working on your healing. We know you're working on it every day, and it's a process. And, like, literally one day it's going to tip the scale, and then, like, you're going to be like, I knew how to do this all along. What was I waiting for? Because your words are powerful. Your words create your reality. How is your self-talk? And inspired action. When there's nothing else you can do but follow that action, know you're being guided by source. So, Corinne, are you treating yourself like a queen? Like, are you treating yourself like that, that royalty, and expect it from other people? Like, before, previously in Dave and I's relationship, when it began, Dave did not always open the door for me. But as I have worked on my self-worth and self-love, Dave always opens the door for me. Like, it is just a sign of respect. A lot of people, like, we said something, and his daughter-in-law's like, I don't want nobody to open the door for me. And I'm like, it's just about my value and, like, being treated as that. And Corinne, do you expect that? Or would you not be open to somebody opening the door for you? Or, like, Dave makes me coffee in the morning. Would you be open to, like, that? The energy of being pampered and treated like you're the queen. So, thank you, Corinne, for donating. We always appreciate it. But know what's coming. As, like, So, Alex, can we get a message for you? And Corinne, if you want to get a crystal tiara and wear it around the house, do it. That's the outer world is trying to reflect the value of you, because they're trying to give you that new job. Like, they're trying to tell you they see your worth. So, and Kaylin, thank you. We greatly appreciate you. Kareem, you can order a crown online, a tiara. Even if you want to just do it and wear it at home, like put it on, like so you just like put it on and know you're the queen. She's not letting that go. So Alex, we have been using the Divine Abundance cards. And for anybody that wasn't here earlier, we're going to say we are doing a manifesting on the new moon workshop on Thursday at 10 a.m. my time. So if you're working on manifesting and we're like doing like long-term manifesting because Capricorn is like Chronos and Saturn and time. So we're going to work on manifesting long-term future plans. So join us at 11 or 10 on Thursday. So we hope you have a most wonderful day, Corinne, and thank you for donating. And Alex, for you, we're going to start with the underlying energy, which is love. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is the salvation, only love itself. And we love that energy for you, Alex. So love, the bottom of the deck is courage. Underneath that is let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. And you get the card of right now, which is stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come that you cannot handle at each moment. So, Alex, if you're going through a little hard time, no, things are changing. He says things are changing. So, and that's why just like deciding to be loved, like hey, okay, Alex. Two of Cups on the bottom. So we get love and Two of Cups, Alex. So we're loving that energy. And then we get the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Sun. So we feel like that's about knowing your value and doing the healing work is going to bring in new energy quickly. And you not only get the Ten of Pentacles, you get the Ten of Cups. So we get the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Love card, and the Two of Cups. So trust that God has a plan. The Knight of Swords, which is the quickest moving energy that can happen when you decide to let go. God, I surrender this to you. Show me the way. Has been like the thing Celia's had me and Dave do the most lately, like surrendering, like knowing we are not in control. The ego tries to control and take you on that negative thought. And if you're having a negative thought about a person, God, I surrender you this, show me the way. Because then you get the King of Cups, which is about being in the feelings and knowing it. Sometimes he's a little off kilter and whatever, but it's like, yeah, like surrender it, like trust and come from your heart when it's something that you really want. And it's just, giving you any kind of difficulty or anything or any situation. Surrender it. Like Dave was having he was having a lot of stuff going on at work. And we're like, did you take God to work with you? Like that's been like the call lately. Are you opening your heart to letting the higher power lead you? And we feel like it's saying, let it lead you. And then you get the Five of Wands, which in this deck, they're kind of playing. They're not like hitting each other. Some of them, it can be like a little chaos and conflict. But this is like we're all in this together, finding the way. And know that we are in this together. And that as you come from your heart, you know what you're going to teach everybody else to do? Come from your heart, because everybody in your environment's going to see the change in you. So be the love, Alex. 10 of Cups. I mean, the card underneath the 2 of Cups is the 2 of Swords, which is about making that choice. So you're getting 2s and 10s. And the only major on the table is be happy. Like, honestly, you know what I did to Alex yesterday to Dave? So he was like, he had a pen and we were like, here. And we tried to write it on his hand and it wouldn't work. So I'm like, give me that green highlighter. I heard. So on one hand, I wrote happy. And then on the other hand, I wrote love. And I told Dave when he's making a choice, he gets to pick love or happy. Those are his only 2 options right now. We're like high vibration, love or happy. Like, how can you bring love or the happiness into that situation? Because those are the only 2 things you really need to bring. Like, anything else is ego. That's not love or happy. So try that, Alex, because it looks like love is trying to come to you right now. Are you seeing that in your environment? And yeah, we're going through major upgrades. So you said, 2024 was going to be our year for like major expansion and change and manifesting everything you desire. Are you ready to manifest all that you desire? I know I'm working on it. And how's your mom? How's your mom? We feel like she may be going through a little tough time. Is she having a hard time? I feel like she is, because like my heart is just like so much right now. If she's having a hard time, invite the Divine Mother to go be with her. Yeah. Like, we feel like your mom is like having some stuff. So like, and so you said invite the Divine Mother to go be with her. Like, you can say, because I don't know. Very strong emotion with that about your mom. So, and with the manifesting being easier, Alex, that's just the testament of your self love. Like, you know, valuing yourself and knowing your self worth. But check on your mom, send her some love, send her the Divine Mother. Like, because that can, to birth a completely new relationship with her. Like, oh, well, happy belated birthday. When's your birthday, Alex? But like, we feel like she may be having a hard time right now. So, yeah, happy belated birthday. But, and Alex just knows she was doing the best she could do, and that as a mom, and I've had some difficulty with my son. And you know what? Things are on track and doing better than ever. Like the other day, I was like, where is my bowl? My little bowl. I was like, if I were my bowl, where would I be? And so he said, with Austin, because I gave my son my bowl to work on his energy a little bit. Like, so be open. Yeah. Ask the Divine Mother, like call in, say, I call in the Divine Mother. I ask you, to work with my mom, to work with our relationship, because we feel like I know how much that relationship with my son means to me, and that we're healing it. And we're healing it, how? Because he sees the change in me to where I was when I was married to his dad. I wasn't the same, I'm not the same person. And neither is your mom. So know that she's also working on growing and healing, we feel. But Celia is really about your mom right now. Like, and because like truly, I know how much I value the relationship with my son, and I know she feels the same way, reference point. So, you don't agree with what she's doing, you know what? That's called judgment. You know what? That's gonna bring back on you more judgment. But, like, as long as you're projecting that judgment on her, it makes it where she, like, can't move forward, like, because 'cause you've put that expectation on her of this is how she's always been, and you know what? I had time away from my son a few years, and you know what? He sees I'm a different person now because I had to have that space and he did. You know, I never stopped loving him, and he clearly never stopped loving me, but, like, as long as he had a certain expectation on me, that's the only way he could see me. But, like, say she's doing, she's doing the best she can do and, like, offer forgiveness instead of judgment. And maybe that's also why it's saying send the divine mother to her to help her. That love, Alex, right there was all those cards of love, and that 10 of cups and 10 of pentacles is like that family and that legacy, and you don't want to have that, like, yes, forgiveness, like forgiveness is totally the key to everything, like love and forgiveness, like forgive her because she knows not what she does. She's just following the energy, and as long as somebody's having negative expectation of her, she's just gonna like live up to that. And to say that I forgive her because she knows not what she does. She's just, there's a presence around her enough that Celia's like really strong about calling in the divine mother for her. Like call her in, like pray to her, talk to her, say, my mom needs help and assistance and guidance and protection. Please go and surround her with your love. Like literally. Yeah, like she's just got dark energy that's in her field and around her that so and I would do that, a couple times a week, whatever, just take a moment and, place your hand on your heart and say, how's my mom feeling? Like, take some time to be the love that needs to be in your family. In the right time, it will happen. For you saying she doesn't seek help is an expectation, which is a belief, which means you're going to get what you expect, honestly. Is she a Taurus? Stubborn. Yeah, like write a story, take some time, meditate, write the story how you would like it to. Worse, pride. Um, I say that because I'm a Taurus sun and a Leo moon. So pride. But like you can write the story of how Alex come back on Thursday. We're going to do long term manifesting, and she can be one of your things. I would like to have a growing and evolving relationship. I would love to see growth and expansion in all areas of my life. Like so, we're doing when Thursday manifesting workshop for long term. What you want to manifest with this Capricorn new moon. So thank you for joining us, Alex. Anybody else that would like a message, please just drop us a comment. Let us know you're there. Um, Alex, where in your life are you stubborn? Because a lot of times when somebody in our life is displaying traits to us, we have those as well. Sister girl, how are you doing? We will do a general for you. We're using the Divine Abundance cards today. You are welcome. Your mom loves you so much, Alex. And maybe part of it for her is it's so unbearable, just at the desperation where she feels she's at right now. So, yeah, like when we have something with somebody, normally it's because we also have that. So, sister girl, we got individuality, which is every person has their own personalized study plan for this Earth school, which is also the bird. So, are you getting messages? And then we get the cards of right now, which is stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than you can handle in each moment. And then you get the card of right action. Let everything go that wants to go and everything that wants to come, come. So are you taking the right action? Right now, right action. Um, and then you get the card of receiving. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and trust my inner guidance. And that all comes through self love. Let the walls fall that separate me from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. So, are you taking care of yourself like never before? Are you being in your feminine energy of being open to receive? Well, the King of Pentacles came out and the Five of Pentacles. Are you feeling in lack of another person? Um, and then the Nine of Cups, which is personal wish fulfillment. So the things you want can come to you as the underlying energy, the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Wheel, and the Queen of Swords. So discernment. Yeah. As you love you and honor you, you're going to get to a place of saying, this is a reference point. This is about me seeing this is here. There is no lack. Like that is like if you can find the miss is like negative, a negative tone. I miss something, which means I don't have it. And instead, I am excited for when the time comes. Come from the heart. I am excited for when this time comes. It is my work to see that the negative thoughts are only holding me back. Like, teach your wisdom, stand in your power, continue to work on your mission. And like the cycle is turning. Like, I'm getting a Celia card, but she's like, know that like when you're in your feminine energy and really having your self love is how it's going to come back. And then you get the card of divine timing, sources working on it from Celia. So it's saying like divine timing is at work as soon. Dark night of the soul. Awakening, stepping into your healing journey. As you're working on your healing, like the timing is going to switch around and change everything for you because the wheel is ready to turn. Like as you open your heart and how's your sacral chakra? I see a lot of orange on the table. We see a lot of other stuff, but like a few orange cards enough that it's like, how is your sacral chakra? Because you do realize that is where you manifest from. And we feel like that's also the creativity and the flow. Are you yeah, how is your sacral chakra? If you're unsure, place your hand there and close your eyes for a moment and just feel into the energy and say, how do I feel? Because that's also where we receive. Like, and instead of missing him, talk every day about and that blocks everything. Like that makes the whole flow be blocked. Like, we're gonna tell you Dave is just taken we found an online Reiki course that Reiki one, it's just the basics. And the video is free, but to get the attunement and the thing, it's like $30. But for $30, you could learn to do Reiki one on yourself, which could help release that blockage. If you don't want to do it yourself, you can book a session with me. We do Reiki as well. We're level 2 certified, getting ready to work on our master. So if not me, somebody else look into some. But self Reiki is good because, like, if you take the class and you get the attunement, that's something you have forever. Reiki goes where it needs to go. You're just the conduit for the energy, but you can do it on yourself, on your family, on your friends, on your house, your pets. Like, you can send Reiki pretty much everywhere. Like that healing energy. Some Reiki we feel would be great for you. She's like, but if you do that, the $30 is going to be cheaper than any session you're going to get, and then you can do it on yourself every day and heal your energy throughout your body. But check out your sacral chakra. Because literally that's where we manifest from. That's our creative energy. Like, so like there's so much that like can change just by working that sacral energy. Like, really work it. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Heather. Welcome. What is going on in your relationship? Is there some change going on? The bottom of the deck is change, which is when the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come into the sacred crossroad of your own evolution. You get the card of, I'm going to show you the change card. Underneath that is the love card. And then you get awakening. Oh, my Lord, wake me from this life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. We feel like your intuition is trying to wake up. And then you get the card of courage. Let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. I mean, are you asking for guidance? When you get the guidance, are you following it? Are you trusting your own intuition? Do you trust your own intuition? Awesome, sister girl. We hope that definitely helps. Because we hear the creativity that will flow from you will be phenomenal. By you can even listen to like music for unblocking it, like meditations for unblocking it, singing bowls, something in the D range to like help open that up. Heather, are you a twin flame? We asked because I'm a twin flame reader and you found me. Yeah, it's part of the awakening journey. And it does take a lot of courage because it is going to trigger you in every possible way. Um, honestly, it makes you have to heal all of the things you've come here with, all the wounds, all the triggers. But we feel like there's change coming with the relationship. The sun, happiness, healing. And the King of Pentacles is the underlying energy with the Four of Wands, which is definitely the twin flame card, and seeing it from that higher perspective. And the Hierophant, which is you have a spiritual contract with this person. The elevation is there for me. It's about finding your happiness regardless. Are you getting awoken in the middle of the night? Because a lot of times the Nine of Swords is about like that waking up between 2 and 5 a.m. And sometimes we don't realize that. When that's happening, it's because like the awakening process is happening with you. Like spirit is trying to communicate with you. So welcome. We hope you liked and subscribed. But big changes coming for you. Like, do you know where your North Node is? Do you know where your Chiron is? Like, you are meant to be a beacon on the spiritual path. Like, so many light workers are being activated at this time. You are definitely a light worker. And with the twin flame card, like, she's like, look, these of the cards on the table, 3 are majors. You have elevating to seeing it from a different perspective. Know that everything is a reference point. Like if things aren't working right now with your relationship, if you're trying to push it or think about that person all the time, you're energetically pursuing them. And like, instead, that Cancer energy, be the queen. Like, I am open to receive. Like in this card, I say, the Eight of Swords is about all the mind chaos. In this one, it's got a little white bird. I say the little white bird in that card is my Celia, my guide, my bridge to source. Like, that's who I'm channeling, Celia. I think you're new, so I feel like you don't know. So Celia is my guide. These are the cards we created. But like to be the beacon, and we feel like you have a place about being the beacon as well. So we feel like you're getting a lot of messages. Like when they wake you up in the middle of the night, say, okay, guide, what are you trying to tell me? Okay, source, what are you trying to tell me? And like, just ask. Like, they're trying to lead you to your happiness. Like, how to be the happiest. And truly that is just by like, what do I need to do? Like, be the beacon. And as you learn this stuff, yeah, well, join us. We are doing a manifesting workshop on the channel on Thursday for manifesting with the new moon for like the future, because Capricorn is Chronos and Saturn, which is about time and karma. So join us. Welcome to the awakening journey. Welcome. So thank you for joining us, Heather. I think with that, we have been on for 2 hours and 38 minutes. So we are going to take a little break. And we will be back, of course, tomorrow with our normal live. And then Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern, we are doing the manifesting workshop. So we hope everyone can join us. And thank you for coming today and your questions and just your positive energy everyone's brought. So have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye.